This time on Universal Confusion Podcast. But I want to talk about man cave must-haves.
It's not all inclusive, you know. Like,
that's
can you
not,
even have a man cave anymore?
That's a different podcast. That is not this podcast.
That's a different type of man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is.
Like, you want to see my man cave? And I go in, and it's just
That's a man cave.
That should be Gus's new screen name on Call of Duty.
It should be
Little Dirty.
Yeah, because he doesn't shower very much.
I was thinking more of about his room, but welcome back for another episode of Universal Confusion Podcast. Our buddy Aaron is out today.
Oh, Aaron's out.
It's okay, Justin. We got friend of the podcast, Drew, to come on
Drew!
again.
Hey guys,
Hey,
happy to be
Drew.
here.
Yeah.
What? When did you get here?
Several minutes ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
Perfect. What do we today, boys? So I'm going to be in the market
Excuse
soon.
me,
Dale's
my pronoun?
okay. No, we're going with boys.
We done, boys.
Dale's kind of in the process, but I want to talk about man cave must-haves.
It's not all inclusive, you know. Like,
That's
can you
not
even have a man cave anymore?
That's a different podcast. That is not this podcast. I assure you.
Taylor Swift.
If you want to talk about your
Oh, jeez. Yeah, how about those bad drivers too? Huh?
this podcast is going to be the one where Justin gets beat with a baseball bat.
Man cave must have baseball bats.
Baseball bats for beating Taylor Swift fans.
So I think the best place to start for man cave must-haves themes, right? I mean, a lot of man caves have themes. Are
Yeah.
themes required? Dude, like some are like sports team related or a specific sport related. Some are just more kind of general.
I think it's required. I mean,
You got to have a theme.
I also think if you go too hard on the theme, it's like a man cave. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
You got to decorate it, but it can't be too good. Is that what you're saying? Like,
yeah. If it's too decorated, if it looks like somebody came in and actually did it,
did you
for
have a woman do this?
That's a problem.
okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You lose your card.
Well, because my thought was like if you have like a football or Bears themed,
Football or Bears? You mean like
Like the animal?
grizzly bears?
no, like Chicago Bears. I mean, I know
Oh.
they don't play football,
Football
really,
or the Chicago Bears? Got it. Yeah, because Chicago Bears don't.
but then
yeah.
don't you feel weird if you're doing something else in there that's not watching football? Like that's just
Watching
like a football
soccer.
room. Watching, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
What
I feel
if-
kind of
well,
weird.
What if
about
you feel like
soccer.
watching soccer?
First off, that's
Said no
like,
one.
what is an American man doing in a man cave watching soccer anyway?
Right.
Unless he's just like skipping through a channel and it happened to pop on at that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I
There's
agree.
nothing else on, and he doesn't enjoy the Golden Girls reruns. I don't know.
Who wouldn't enjoy that?
Yeah.
Right, I'd rather watch that.
Than soccer, for sure.
I mean, I'd rather jerk off to Golden Girls than soccer.
Yeah.
But who
But-
would?
The best part about soccer is when the
It's really
stadium
weird
collapses.
when Drew has all those
That's
parties
pretty
and
hilarious.
he just starts
Okay.
the Golden Girls there.
Okay, so we're going with yes has to be themed in some.
No, I don't think it has to be themed. I think it can be just my garage that I used to have was just garage theme. It was garaged.
which is
There was
perfect.
a toolbox in it. It actually used. It wasn't just there because it was like the toolbox looks good right here. That's no.
Right. No, it's a garage. Now, here's the next thing. So, if you had a perfect world, you had your choice. Garage or basement? Where's the best place for a man cave?
The garage.
Garage.
That way you can go outside and pee.
Well, I'm kind of with you on the garage.
Yeah. Although you can pee in the drain in the
See,
basement.
There
if
are
you
some
got
pretty
one.
fucking cool basements.
Yeah.
though.
My sump pump
the
doesn't
only
run enough
argument
to
for
piss down
that
there.
to me
Like-
is like my must-have in my man cave would be an absolutely like earth-shattering stereo. So like in a garage, it could become loud if I'm in a residential area.
Yeah.
Whereas a
Okay.
basement, I'm a little more protected.
Yeah, you are a bit of what they call an audiophile, I believe is correct.
Yeah, but I can't afford to be, so like
Right.
I'm just a guy
Now, so-
who listens to stereo.
just so we're clear-
loudly.
Just so we're clear, because I'm sure some people don't know, an audiophile is someone who likes to have sex with cassette tapes, right?
Correct.
yeah.
Just make-
That's how they rewind them.
What if you're into vinyl?
Oh, dude, you just put it
spin it?
on. and
That
just
shit breaks.
spin.
Ow.
Wicka, 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 wicka. It took a lot of stretching and practice, but I finally got it to fit through the tape hole.
Good. Good.
Now I can actually loop it through both. That's
a talent.
Yeah, that makes rewinding difficult.
Yeah, I got a
though.
couple tapes I need you to fix.
got you, bro.
Sweet.
Right after this. Right after
You
this.
still have tapes? Do you need to borrow some money?
I do.
He skips CDs and just tapes. Yep. All right, so
But
good stereo. That's
Good
what we
stereo,
got.
yeah. I think a good stereo is a must. Like
you gotta have a
not quite
second.
his level of stereo, but a decent
Yeah.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most
surround
people
sound.
wouldn't throw like a PA system up and be like, "Yeah, that's my stereo."
I'll
but
be honest.
I'm
As
not.
far as stereos go, I'd be fine with one of those like Bosch box stereos in
Yeah.
my garage.
I tell you what, the big JBL Bluetooth sound pretty damn good in a small space. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a bar is a must-have. I mean, if you're gonna have a man cave, I mean, if you drink, obviously, if you're
Yeah.
not a drinker, then you wouldn't want to do that probably.
But some type of I would agree with that. Some type of space for sitting, drinking around
Yeah.
a bar, table, something along those
Yeah.
lines. Our
Yeah,
buddy Jeremy that
absolutely.
we've had on before, he's got a pretty nice setup in his garage. It's just like a big, basically like open up against a wall, but then 3-sided open table that everyone sits around and stuff. So pretty good idea there. You got to have something to sit by. Bar
Well, yeah,
similar.
in like preferably like a semi not nice couch, but not a shitty couch, but somewhere like
yeah,
like
Yeah.
that. It's gonna get used if somebody spills something on it. You're like,
I don't
Yeah.
care, man.
like a decent couch, but it's pleather.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
like,
you're eventually
Yeah.
it's gonna fall apart, but it's okay because it was cheap and you got it off of eBay or
yeah, dude.
Facebook Marketplace.
Pleather
Right.
couch.
Goodwill couch
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's easily clean upable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
someone pukes on it, pisses on it.
he
Yeah.
put
It's-
that's leather.
Spills nacho
I got him
cheese.
keeping track of what we're saying, and it's pleather. Change the L to a P.
Yeah, no, so it's fake leather. Is
Yeah.
basically what it is.
Yeah, you don't want to use real leather.
No,
That's
because,
expensive.
I mean, yeah,
And maybe you
could.
do
Unless,
want
it,
it.
unless
You get
it was
good
like a
deal.
hand-me-down or something.
Yeah, you get a good deal
get
on it.
free.
Garage sale, man. $100
I mean,
for
if
a
you
nice
could-
leather couch.
If
Okay,
you can
all
afford a
right,
leather couch for your man cave, check out our Patreon.
yeah. we don't have
No,
a Patreon.
we don't have a Patreon. Never mind.
Yeah, people looking for shit don't exist.
Check back later. Check back later.
yeah.
Okay, so along with that, I mean, I think next would have to be, I mean, a refrigerator, right? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Well, I was
At
gonna
least
lump
one.
that in
At
with the
least
bar
one.
thing, but yeah, I was gonna say like some kind of
Even a
a
college
mini fridge
anything.
at least.
yeah,
but a full-time fridge or a kegerator.
or a kegerator.
Or a
But I
kegerator.
think if you get a kegerator, you still want a fridge because
This
there's
is-
going to be other beverages.
This is true. This is true.
Well, because you got to have like.
what if you
yeah,
need some Trulies
your-
for your
if
lady?
you're getting mixed drinks or anything, or you got to be all inclusive now, so you got to have at least like some White Claws or something like that in the fridge.
Some
Otherwise,
High
people
Noons.
think you're profiling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a bunch of
Tacos.
non-light beer and straight whiskey, straight tequila. You want to mix drinks. You got to go bring something with you. I don't.
So yours is going to be cowboy themed.
Yes. Yes.
That would be
Absolutely
pretty sick
would.
though, like a saloon style
Oh
theme.
yeah, that would be. I don't think I have the money to do that.
And then you just
Mine's
got
gonna
to
be brick wall with a cheap bar. You're gonna build me
yeah,
themed.
that's fine. Make it like old west style,
But-
and like you actually throw like dirt around on the floor and shit to make it extra
Yeah,
like.
oh,
You
no,
got
dude.
spittoons
See,
in the
that
corner.
would be the benefit to a garage.
You
Like,
put the wood
you
floor.
could do some.
You're not
shit.
doing that in the basement.
You got to put the wood floor in and serve peanuts in the shell and just throw the shells like the old Lone Star restaurant. You know,
Mhm.
and the peanut oils make your floor better and shit.
Yeah.
But kids might be allergic.
I hope so.
Don't fall down.
I had to take my kid to the hospital after it fell down. Oh, did it hurt herself? No, there was peanuts on the ground. Came in contact with peanuts.
And I think we can all agree, Miami Dolphins paraphernalia all over.
I'm not sure we can all
I
agree.
think we can all agree on
I
that.
don't think we can
I-
all agree.
There should be like pictures
Maybe
of
the
wolves.
cheerleaders,
Pictures of wolves. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice wolf.
like
pictures of
howling
wolves.
at the
Hats of wolves.
moon on a cliff, kind of
Oh
thing.
man.
Maybe a picture of Kevin
With like the
Costner.
big wolf head in the background, but this has got the wolf like howling at the moon.
Possibly masks of wolves. Kind of like
wolf masks.
Well,
we
like-
could all
well,
pretend to be wolves.
we could just
yeah.
lump
Well,
that into
how?
like animal
That'd be cool.
heads hung
Be
on
real,
the wall.
pack like.
All right.
So it's no longer a man cave, it's a wolf cave.
Skinned wolf faces. Put skinned wolf faces on.
Skinned wolf faces. Apparently,
You know,
Put parentheses Drew because I don't think.
Yeah, don't get weird, guys.
Yeah, no, I don't want to copy. You know, I want to make
I
sure.
mean, you should have a pit where it puts the lotion on its skin. you
Yeah.
know? We should have one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. Okay.
what is the time up there?
I don't know.
I think
10:04.
rule number one of a man cave is it has to be clean and you need a lot of lube, right? Or wait,
That's a different.
different man cave.
Yeah. You don't
Okay.
bedazzle this man.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but that's a different type of man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it
Like,
is.
you want to see my man cave, and I go in, and it's just
That's a man
Bedazzle
cave.
I'm leaving.
Drew's
It's
man
like I'm
cave
trying to
might
go to the
be.
garage or the basement, and he takes me to the bedroom.
Same place. This
Same
is
thing.
also
This
the
is my
garage
man
and
cave.
basement. This is where I park my car.
Why do I got to put this blindfold on? And why are we listening to Al Green?
All
I
right.
thought we were going to the man cave. We are.
We got bears posters and wolf skin faces.
Wolf skin faces. Okay.
All right, what else? What do we got?
Oh God, man!
You gotta have a TV.
neon lights of sorts. You got to have at least like one neon light. Like most man caves, got to have like where's your beer signs, right? Like you got to
Yeah.
have like your beer signs or like your old like Sinclair sign or something.
I think you gotta. I think one of two things.
Pin signs.
You have to have an old beer sign, or you have to have something hanging on the wall made out of beer cases.
Out of beer case, like the cardboard cases.
Yeah, they make.
like Bart,
It's like
like
art
beer
now.
art.
Yeah, like beer art.
Oh.
Yeah, they make
or
stuff.
or a cool like poster you got from a bar or something that's beer related.
Something like that.
framed. It says Franz and Sconner.
Yep.
Very
Personal.
specific.
Very,
Basement.
very fucking specific.
Seems
Got it from throwbacks.
personal.
So, and if you can afford them or find them, man, some old neons. That's the shit.
Old neon
right there,
signs
old
would be
neon.
cool.
Yeah, real neons are cool. You know, everyone's doing like fake LED
Yeah,
bar
it's not
signs,
the
and it's
same.
like
It's
it
just
doesn't
not the
flicker the same. It doesn't
No.
sound
I'm
the same. You
particular-
can't hear it humming.
That's- We actually have an LED open sign for our business, but we still use the neon one because I just think it's just cooler.
Yeah, if it doesn't hum, I don't want it. I'm with you on this
Oh
one.
yeah. So put
Yeah,
hummers up there.
I should be mildly afraid that something's gonna go wrong
What?
constantly with it. You
With
know,
what?
When it's making noise. You always every time you click it, it's like bing, 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 bing.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh come on,
You're
motherfucker!
you're
Yeah,
wondering
right.
if this is the
It's
time
here.
it doesn't work. Yeah, you got to have that.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you got to have the real ones. The LED ones, you're like,
I don't want a
It's
light I can
on.
run off a 12-volt or a 9-volt battery. You know.
yeah,
What about-
if it has a cord built in that I plug into a little thing and then the wall?
What about collections? Whether that's
Oh, they call
beer
me all the
cans-
time.
Yeah. Whether it's beer cans or liquor bottles or something of that nature, do you have to have a collection in a man cave?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm against like the liquor bottles and all the fucking beer cans. Like, get your garbage out.
If you
of
have a
there.
liquor, if you have a liquor bottle collection, they need to be full liquor bottles, and then that's a collection.
Well, that's just kind of back to the bar.
If you do something cool with it, sure, but like some folks just like have a bunch of shit, and it just becomes like hoardy.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the lawnmower
But-
in the corner. I'm talking decor here.
Lawnmower in the corner. Put that one
Lawnmower.
down. Gotta have a
You
lawnmower.
gotta have a lawnmower in the
Of
corner.
one that doesn't run.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
working on that.
one that works
Yeah,
and one
that's
that
like
doesn't.
Yeah,
partly
maybe
taken
next year.
apart.
maybe next.
If your man cave's in a garage, you should have something that doesn't run sitting there, partially taken apart.
Mhm.
It's part of the
From years ago that you're gonna get. To.
yeah from '85 or whatever.
Yep, something that doesn't run. I like it, Gus. That's perfect.
That's pretty much. I mean,
describes
like
me.
if I'm in the garage, I don't. I
Just
don't.
you.
run.
I ain't running.
I'm
no.
not gonna run.
That's for damn sure. Even if there's a dog chasing me, I'm probably just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get bit.
Okay.
I think I mentioned it when we just first discussed this. Pyrotechnics, i.e., Yankee candles.
Okay.
Ooh, what's your favorite scent?
So
No, fuck that. If you're having a candle, it has to be Woodwick. That's the only man cave. It has to be like a lighting a wood.
I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm saying this, but I actually agree with you, Justin.
No, me
However,
too.
I don't think a candle in your man cave.
Are you gonna make it smell like sandalwood in there? Oh yeah, baby.
Cut
I think
leather
if you have
or
like
cut wood,
a
maybe?
sign on the wall that says like "Who farted," and then the candle's right there, and then like you're like, "Who the fuck did that?" and go light the candle.
Well, that's true. I mean, like, because
You
if
know,
you're in
it
a
serves a
garage,
purpose.
get a table saw and then just get plywood. And if
Cut
you
it.
want to just run
like
a
it.
couple strips. And,
Smells like wood
If,
in
if
here.
you're gonna have people over, you got to spend all morning cutting up plywood.
yeah,
Just to
they're
get
gonna
the
walk
scent.
in and be like, "You are a
or
man."
I like
it
that.
smells like
I
you've
like
been
that.
doing
or
stuff.
you really want the wood scent, what you do is you get a little chop saw and a 2x4. You just cut
meh,
that
with a
Right.
dull blade
Now
so
that-
it burns the
yeah,
wood a
so
little
the
bit.
wood's just burnt to shit, and yeah,
Yeah, it's best
I like
just
that.
to
Gotta get some
grab
nice
it up
cedar,
and then you
though.
just
Yeah.
like, into the board. It'll really dull the blade out, and then
We're not burning
Oh.
2x4s in the garage, Gus. Jesus Christ, you're not in charge of the man cave. Write that down. Not burning 2x4s.
Now- Now, if you have it in
Right
a
there.
garage, I think a must-have would be a grill, a smoker/grill directly outside of the garage.
Very close to the garage.
Yeah. Right
Within
there.
steps, I would say.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That way you
I
just
mean, not
open
part
the
of
door.
the man cave, but an extension of.
Right. Yep.
well,
You're in the
yeah, because
basement, maybe not.
if you're like
and
the
if you're in the
garage-
basement, you need an air fryer.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Chicken
that's-
nuggets,
yep.
cheese sticks for
and
your
a small
homies.
freezer and a small freezer. Not just enough for, like you said, some nuggies, some pizzas, some.
I
Whatever.
would have to disagree
Some
with the,
nuggies.
the air fryer because anything air fried no longer it takes all man card out and it's no longer man cave.
On a
It's
deep
just-
fryer, we're just gonna put a big ass
Put
like
a fucking deep. Be a
40
man.
quart
Yeah,
deep
for real. Like,
fryer.
what are you doing?
Well,
with
the
air
deep fryer's out in the garage.
Yeah, you really wouldn't want a deep fryer in your man. That would be bad. That would be really.
What could go wrong?
Yeah,
I mean, you
Nothing.
deep fry in your house. What's the difference if it's in your basement?
I don't deep fry in my house.
Really, I do all the time.
Oh, you're
I'll
you're
pan
thinking like
fry.
a turkey deep
Oh
fryer.
yeah,
You're picturing like a French fry deep fryer. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. See, I was with Justin on this one. I was like, you could deep fry.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I'm talking
basement.
about like a big
I'm
ass deep
like, what are
fryer.
you doing, man?
Yeah,
Pan
You don't
fry
deep
shit.
fry like tea dipping, like just smashing it.
yeah.
Why
I'm
not?
like, what? I guess you could.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's true. That's like a French way of cooking.
Okay. So here's a question.
You
for
pour the
guys. If we're
hot
talking about
oil
man
over the
caves.
top.
Yeah.
I think one of the rights to passages to being a real man is frying a good French fry. How
Okay.
do you guys fry your French fries?
I bake them in the oven because that's what the instructions on the bag
shit.
say.
Ooh, yeah, that's
All right, that's also man
That's-
card because that's
oh,
like just like
I put salt on them
lazy
first.
and like man.
okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It's a lazy man's way of doing it.
Thank you.
See, I'm more into cubing my potatoes, doing like home fry kind of thing.
Okay. What do you do? Pan fry them then?
Sometimes pan fry them. Sometimes get the real deep fryer out in the garage. You know,
Okay.
the turkey.
But how do you
fryer.
fry them? What's the process on frying the potatoes? It doesn't matter what kind of potatoes. I don't care if they're chips or fries or cubes or whatever. That
If
is-
they're like fresh potatoes, you got to do like a triple fry.
there you go.
You
This
got
guy
to
knows what the fuck
give
he's
them a
talking
little
about.
bit, let them cool, give them the second round.
Well, really, double fries is enough if you do it. Then now,
two is probably enough.
what you do is you lay out
depending on the.
You want,
thickness
like,
and stuff.
paper. You want like the
Something
old
to
school brown
absorb.
paper bags that you used to get from the grocery store. And you open them up and you lay them flat. And you fry your French fries at about I want to say it's about 325 for about 2 minutes, and then you pull them and you spread them out on the paper. Soak the oil out of them. You let them sit for about 2 minutes. Rebasket, crank it up to 375, and you fry them for another 2 minutes. Perfect.
I just gotta say, you guys got too much fucking time on your hands. If you got time to be cubing potatoes and shit, you don't have kids, Drew. You can
Yes.
you can spend that kind of time making some
You can
fucking
make
French fries.
artisan potatoes
Yeah.
over here.
I ain't got that kind of time, bud. I just don't. No way.
Make your kids cube them.
This
Oh.
feeds right into man caves. Frying stuff is a man thing.
It is. It is. We fry, we smoke, we grill.
Me and Justin have decided you can have a.
Oh, it's got to be dirty. Your man cave has to be dirty.
Oh, it does need to be dirty.
Yeah.
Not too
If it's
clean.
too clean.
Not too
Not
clean.
too clean.
I
Yeah,
think that's
like-
probably the best
yeah,
term.
yeah.
Is not too clean.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't look like your wife's been in there like
Yeah.
spotless.
It don't need to be. It doesn't need to be
you know.
filthy, but the bar top needs to be clean. So
Yes.
like
Yeah,
stool might be a little dirty. The bar top's nice and clean.
No, I think Jessup brings up a good point. Your wife can't go in and
No.
clean it.
No wives allowed.
Yeah.
Well, wives allowed, but
no,
not clean it.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Get back in the house.
Well, I mean, if they're in the man cave, they're clearly not in the kitchen where they should be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I mean, that was their first mistake.
Yeah, leaving the kitchen.
probably gonna get run over.
If you're here, who's in the kitchen?
That's why I keep mine tied up to the radiator.
As you should.
Yeah, poor
She can
Lori.
reach the kitchen and the bathroom. She's fine.
Okay. Where are we at? Little Dirty. Okay, so that's where we're at. I think
Again, peanuts on the floor kind of thing.
Little
you
dirty.
know?
That sounds like a rapper.
Little Dirty. That's what that should be Gus's new screen name on Call of Duty.
It should
is
be
Little Dirty.
Yeah. Because he doesn't shower very much.
I was thinking more of about his room, but
Like father, like son, huh?
yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Time to grow up, boy. Clean your room.
You clean yours, Dad.
I can tell you
Learn
what.
from you.
If I was a bachelor and single, my room would look like I was.
If you were a
14.
bachelor and you weren't single, that'd be fucking weird.
How does that work?
Oh yeah, that's true. If I was just, well, I guess I'm like not married, but I guess if you're in, a
If I was
relationship,
short
you're
and
not.
also not tall at the same time, that'd be weird.
Well, it is. You could be a short dude, but still tall at a midget convention. You know, like. Oh yeah,
think-
I'm sorry, you can't say midget.
I think they like to be
anymore.
called dwarves now. I don't think.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because that's not degrading. Yeah, I'm a mythical creature from the Lord of the Rings. Oh.
Right.
So after our dwarf conversation, the only thing more
Anyway,
controversial
speaking
than
of that, you need to have at least one midget in your man cave. I
that
think.
we're not getting midgets
Entertainment.
for the man cave. Maybe special occasions
And
like
a
birthday
small-
parties or
And
something.
a small cannon.
It makes it difficult when you're in the basement to shoot them out, but you know
It's just sticking out of the wall.
you
of
don't
the
have
garage,
to dig.
so
You don't have to
even
dig
see him
that
go.
big a hole if you don't make
Like,
the window.
You can't even see him get shot out of the cannon. The fun is shooting him out of the cannon, and I don't care where he goes after
Yeah.
that. Okay, so the only thing more controversial than midgets in your man cave,
Okay.
I can hear the comments already. Video games in the man cave? Like, 3 of the 4 of us are big video game guys.
No.
Drew is not. You separate space for video games?
If it's a hanging man cave, I would say no.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? If you're having people over and if you have enough friends that they come over to hang out in your man cave, like
Mhm.
I've always had a man cave, but I don't fucking like people, so
Right.
they didn't come hang out with me. So
Yeah.
there was video. But if you had like 10 people in your man caves, and there's some fags over here playing video games, man. And I love video games, but that is pretty gay.
Okay.
You should be drinking with your buddies.
Well,
Well,
I
can't
would
you
still say
incorporate it? Like, I've got the like steering wheel and pedal set up for the racing games and stuff. You could set something up like that, then you guys can mess around, sim racing stuff.
Okay, all right, yeah. A little drunk competition.
Drunk driving, but you're not on the road.
I like that.
See, now that would actually be kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Because if
Actually
you could
funny,
get like,
too.
Yeah.
But you're
like-
gonna need
if you could get like a whole session set up where it was like 4 TVs, it didn't have to be big or crazy
Okay.
or anything, but then you can get all
one
the
further.
shit set up.
and way cooler, actual fucking racing arcade games in your fucking man cave.
See, I was thinking, what about
Yeah, like-
pinball games?
Yeah. Oh, pinball's a must anywhere. I don't care where you are. If they have pinball, that's
It's like the original video game without the video.
Yeah, there's something kind of cool about just having a pinball machine.
I would
Old
rather
pinball
walk into
machine.
somebody's man
Yeah.
cave and they'd be like, "Hey, man, I got a TV and a PlayStation, blah blah blah. This guy's got pinball machines, bro.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it is.
They're expensive.
Yeah, they are. They're
Ew.
not cheap.
No.
Oh, because I wanted them for the shop, but like,
Yeah.
fuck.
They're pretty
maybe
cool.
maybe a dartboard in the corner.
Dartboard is a fucking absolute.
Got to
Yeah.
be real metal tips.
Now,
Yeah.
so now we're getting into
Yeah,
the portion
you
of the
gotta have
podcast
the-
where we're talking activities in the man cave,
Oh
which
yeah,
I
you need
like.
some activities.
We need some
Yeah,
activities.
it's got to be the actual cork or like the bristle board, you know, the real nice ones.
yeah,
real darts. You like
Real
real,
darts.
Not the
Re-
plastic.
metal
metal
darts.
tip.
Okay.
Yeah, there's got to be like, you know,
We're playing
that
cricket.
joking
that's it.
thing where you guys are having fun and somebody's like, "Huh," and they're just like, don't do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be
Somebody
that
ends up with a
fear.
dart
Of,
in their shoulder.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's got to be a little bit of that fear. you
See,
know?
I don't mind the real metal corkboard darts, but it's just so much easier to go with an electronic dartboard.
Oh, they suck.
Based on
Sucking.
how do they suck?
Because by definition,
No, that's not by what.
Yeah.
Electronic dartboard is the
you
definition. is not
ever thrown an
sucking.
electronic dartboard and it didn't register your fucking hit? That doesn't happen with a fucking real dartboard because
Maybe.
your dart's stuck.
Yeah,
Your
real
little
dartboard
plastic
sounds better,
faggoty
too.
tips.
Real dartboard does sound. better.
I have like so many times like thrown it and it's like thunk, or it'll like throw and then the tip somehow breaks off.
Or
and then,
it'll
like,
hit between the fucking little spaces. Like, no. I have a real fucking dartboard, and I have lights for the top. I have lights for the bottom. It's got the chalkboards on both sides. to
I'm
keep
with you. I
score.
think dartboard. For
If you
sure.
can't add your fucking score up, you shouldn't even be throwing pointy objects. That's all I'm saying.
Well, okay, but we've been hanging out in the man cave since 7 o'clock. It's 1:30 in the morning, and now we're trying to keep scoring darts. Things get a little dicey.
Well, that's how you know when to quit. Either A, if you can't add numbers, basic, simple, like 1 and 2 digit
yeah,
numbers
it's time
together,
to drive home at that point.
It is time to go home. You need to get some air, roll your windows down, turn up your Van
Put a
Halen or
penny
whatever
in
you're
your
listening
mouth.
to.
Yeah, you chew some
Do a
activated
burnout and go
Do a
home.
burnout.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. If you have a garage man cave, there has to be a burnout lane so you can leave.
No,
Okay.
no, we're not doing burnouts in the
Yes,
man.
we are.
In the man cave.
Outside of the man. He's garage outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you driveways.
A little concrete slab where guys can pull up and just roast the fucking tires.
Although we did mention the smell of wood earlier,
Smell of rubber
you
burning.
could just pull your car in, do a burnout before people are over there. Burnt rubber smell for the day.
Yeah.
You could kind of theme it based on what
Pull your converter,
activity
you
you're
get a
doing.
little CO going on, make everybody like, they come in, they've already got a little buzz.
Yeah, free
Lack of
buzz.
oxygen.
Free buzz, lack of oxygen. Go
Now, of
any
course you
farther.
gotta have
you
a
have
TV.
to have
You
a
gotta
TV.
have a TV.
We shouldn't even have to.
You need at least a 50-inch TV in your man cave.
If there's someone watching this and you were going, when are they going to say TV?
50?
Like, what's wrong with you?
For a
that was
man cave?
already on the
The
wall.
TV's
like,
already there.
Yeah, like before the man cave.
Before we
even
started
hit.
decorating.
Yeah, the TV was the first thing you bought.
Yeah.
Before you put the walls up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude,
we built the walls around the
if,
TV.
if you move and the first thing that goes in your house isn't your TV and getting set up on the wall, you're fucking up, man.
Yep. No, that's first.
That's got to move that in, got to put the tunes up, and then we're ready to go.
I always put my nightstand in first because that's where the real fun's at. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
How about a pool table?
If you got the room.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a size based thing. I think.
Yeah, that's the only problem
Yeah.
with a garage-based one is then you're almost like the garage is the man cave and that's it.
Oh yeah, it has to be at that point. Yeah, yeah.
Because your
But
wife's not pulling the
That's
car.
worse for a basement because now you have to carry an actual pool table into the basement unless you want one of those cheap wooden fucking ones that aren't even really flat. Like if you're carrying a slate pool table downstairs.
If you buy a real pool table, they're delivering that shit and setting it up for you because those things ain't cheap either.
not on the marketplace, they won't.
Well, not on. Okay. I'm
if you're
talking-
buying a real pool table from an actual pool table supplier, then you have too much money. I should just take your man cave away
That's
from
true.
you.
and I'm not a big pool guy, like playing pool.
It's still cool.
It's cool. Fun to mess around. I feel like my kids would just mess up the felt more than I would play pool.
Now, the one thing that I want, I don't know if I'm going to have room for, but I would absolutely love is a shuffleboard table.
Yeah, those. Oh, yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking fun.
How long
run
are
fucking
those?
Games.
12 feet, 15 feet.
Something like that, I think.
Those are cool. Right up against a wall somewhere, kind of takes
yeah.
up some space there, some empty wall space.
I had a buddy, well, not my buddy, it was my dad's buddy that his man cave was a pool house. There was an indoor frickin' pool in it. He had
Okay.
a shuffleboard. He had like 3 pool tables. He had like a fully stocked bar. And I was very impressed. He made more money than I do.
I imagine.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably more than all of us.
Or he stole a lot of shit. I'm not sure which
Either
one.
way, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, so we got activities now.
Hell yeah. I mean, you can't just like
Shovelboard.
Shuffleboard.
Shovelboard.
Yeah, shuffleboard. We'll correct that later.
because there's got to be things like if you're watching some football or some sports or something and your team's losing, you got to have things to do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need a cabinet.
Punching bag. You're all pissed off.
Punching bags are good.
Ah.
Now, if you can go a little bit and you can splurge and you can get one of those punching bag machines that tell everybody how much of a pussy they are, those are great.
Yes. And then
Well,
rig
yeah.
it to like say 0 when Brad punches it.
You just hit the button.
You
it's
gotta
like,
rig it. Yeah, okay.
yeah. I like your boat of confidence that you have to rig it.
As the thing doesn't even go all the way up, it just swings a little
I just
bit.
hit it. I'm like, ow.
It broke my arm.
I gotta leave the man cave
Punching
now. It
bags.
hurts.
Yeah, okay, I see that. But a cabinet for
What?
fucking snacks, man. You need Doritos. You need Fritos.
So snacks.
the fridge comes in because you need cheese dips.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
You
Cheez-It
gotta have
snaps.
some good,
Cheez-Its, yeah.
some good assorted like summer sausages and
Ooh.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, now you're talking. Some crackers, a little bit of cheddar that you got to actually cut off of the block. You can't.
Yeah.
Not pre-sliced bullshit.
No.
Maybe some Havarti, some Gouda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little
Charcuterie
feta
board.
in
Ooh,
there
we
with
should
the
talk about
vegetables.
cheese for a little bit.
Oh, I know.
All right,
Drew's
calm
getting
down,
excited
Drew.
Now.
Man caves.
Anything log shaped, Drew gets excited about.
Yeah. That
You
seems.
seen log-shaped cheeses?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I guess they'd make cheese logs.
Yeah. They do. Are we missing anything else, boys?
I'm
You
sure.
know,
we are.
that log shaped,
I mean, like,
log shaped comment.
there's like man cave must-haves and then man cave like dreams, because then you could be like hot tub. That's not a mandatory thing. That's just ultra.
I would
cool.
want a hot tub in my man cave.
Yeah.
That seems very gay.
That's what I was thinking. It's like,
Hey, bro,
boys,
you
wanna
wanna come over?
Jump in the hot tub with me? Want some football, man? Do some man stuff?
I'd be like,
no.
yeah, I do
Pull our
want to
dicks
come
out?
over in your hot tub and hang out,
All right.
get extra drunk. That way.
Justin specific. He wants a hot tub to hang out
I
with
didn't
his
want
buddies.
a water bed, you fucking weirdos. A goddamn
Stripper
hot tub.
poles,
Waterbed's cool.
cages.
with
I
your
think I
buddies.
mentioned
Come
finally-
on, yes.
You need Kid Rock.
Yeah. Some type of concert.
Maybe Oliver Anthony.
Ba, it's a ba, baby. Yeah,
Okay, one last thing I want to touch on. You have to have
probably.
a space, because I've seen this a lot, a space for people to like sign and write funny shit in your man cave. Like people come over, you got the marker, you're like, hey, sign the bar.
I don't think it's
Write whatever you
necessary.
want.
It's not
I
necessary.
think if you really have like sentimental value for that kind of stuff, but I don't
Just-
even think
I think it
like
gives
I
a
could
certain
read
level of
most
interaction
what's-
then. You know what I mean? Like,
I would
oh,
say have a chalkboard so it can like
be erased.
change.
You refresh it. That's not a bad idea. Maybe like once a year you
Ooh,
refresh.
like a wall-size etch-a-sketch.
That's what I was just
You
like,
gotta
dude,
sit
it'd be
there and fucking turn
That'd
the
be a-
dials.
That'd be a fun activity.
you could
your
never
man
shake
cave.
it. It'd be well, come over and help me shake my etch a sketch.
You couldn't do it in California. One earthquake and that shit's gone.
That's how we reset it.
That's Midwest specific, I think. I mean,
Till the
I don't
big
know.
one
I think we
happens.
got Gus. How many things do we have on this list here? He's counting. Stand by. 23. So we got 23 items.
No kids. No fucking
No
kids.
Is there age limits?
age
Yeah.
limit.
There's an age limit. There has to be an age limit.
sure.
16 minimum, 18 if you're
A girl.
You know, this goes back to the cleaning.
18 if you're a girl for fucking sure. That's actually
Oh yeah.
16 minimum for boys, 18 for
Yeah.
women.
see, I wouldn't even
Checking
go there.
IDs.
I'd be like, nah. Like you can't if you can't drink booze, you can't come in.
Okay.
So if you had kids, you would never let them in that room of the house.
I want to offer this tidbit though, except that
Like, don't touch my shit.
They would immediately break in when you weren't home and drink all your alcohol. Just saying.
where kids are perfect in this situation, though, is we already talked about cleanliness and how you don't want it too clean. You make them go out there to the day after you have people over and pick up because they're not going to do a great job. They're kids.
Yeah, that's
So
actually.
I
really
think
good.
they would clean it just the right amount of man cave clean.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah.
I think
Child labor. Put that one
Child
down. Child
labor-
labor is also.
Child labor after people come over.
Yeah, that works. That
And if you
works.
don't have kids,
I'm okay with that.
Brad will loan you his
Yes.
to
Anytime.
clean your man cave.
Just hit us up in the comments. I'll send them over.
Not
Leave
that
them-
one that Drew was talking about earlier, because that's illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
I don't know.
The
I'm just
man
going
cave that Drew was talking about earlier.
With hot tubs and bedazzling? I don't.
And dead wolves?
Dead wolf faces.
The anus, man. He was talking about anus.
What?
earlier.
Oh, that man
What?
cave. Oh, that was 34
Get out of
minutes
my
ago.
head,
I had,
dude.
I had already
God, I gotta
forgotten.
spell it out. A-N-A-S-S.
I had already forgotten about that. Boys, I think we
Annex.
got a pretty good list here. Is there anything in wrapping this up that anyone wants to add to the man cave list? Are we pretty good? I think we hit a
Like-
lot of things.
Yeah.
A shotgun
Yeah,
On
gun
the
rack.
wall or just in the corner?
on the wall.
Okay.
No
Loaded
rounds.
or unloaded?
Loaded.
No rounds.
Loaded.
You're going unloaded.
I'm going like a gun in there. No rounds anywhere near.
I'm going loaded. Maybe
A bunch
another
of-
one on the other wall just in case shit gets real.
Maybe you have to guess
Which one's
one.
loaded? Yeah.
That's
oh,
a fun game.
Shotgun
Rochambeau,
roulette.
like
Like, you remember Beer Stube had that in Piatone?
whoever gets shot
So-
gets.
Beer Stube, it was all German themed or whatever, German restaurant. We'd go in there drinking, and
Oh, they had all those guns on the wall.
they had a bunch of guns on the walls and behind the bar and stuff. And we got real close with the bartender because we went there quite a bit. And she was like, one of them's loaded, and only the employees know. It's in case they get robbed or whatever. So one of the guns was loaded. So we'd always sit there drinking, trying to guess which gun was loaded. So I think that's what you do. I think that's the play.
You know, it was the howitzer underneath the bar.
Yeah. She's like, it's the one in my pocket, so don't
It's
try
not-
shit.
It's the 25 pocket pistol.
Yeah.
Right here.
Exactly.
You ain't getting it.
Actually, she was a fucking cybernetic organism, much like the T-1000 from Terminator,
Here we
and
go.
she was the weapon.
Here we go.
Okay.
This is the part of the podcast where Justin goes off the fucking.
Oh yeah. Also in the man cave every month we have to watch Terminator 2.
And Rocky, too. Rocky 2.
Yeah.
I don't think that's required for man cave.
And at least one of the diehards.
Okay. Now we're getting carried away. Movies. Yes, movies.
Now we're on movie. Yeah, well, you do need some man cave movies. You do. You need some Days of Thunder.
We're
you need
not-
some Top
Yeah.
Gun. You
It's
need.
fine if it's background. We're not having movie night.
Well, you're not. No, you're not sitting down eating fucking popcorn with your buddies. Fucking.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
see, you are if you're coming over to my place because I'm gonna have like 30,000 watts of fucking stereo to be like,
I will say,
sit down and blow your brains out.
it ain't got nothing to do with him. His place does have some goddamn good catfish nuggets. I'm just saying.
I bet they do. So with that,
I will
I think
fry
we've
up
hit this list hard. I think we
Oh,
end it
yeah.
there,
Yes, sir.
and we'll see you guys on the next podcast.
Hit that list as hard as that man cave.
My dang old truck, my dang old pickup truck, and my dog. Who hit my wife?